Well, it's been a few days since I had this area cleaned out. This is where we're going to put our new gas line for our gas stove. We've been having lots of rains and high winds, so didn't want to open up a trench with all that heavy rains coming. Anyway, the heavy rains are gone, the high winds are gone. It's a nice, clear, sunny day. So that white line there indicates where I'm going to put my trench for the gas line, down about 30 to 36 inches deep. I'll have my propane tanks sitting over there. You can't have the propane tanks sitting below the windows. That there is just a power conduit that goes out towards the greenhouse and the chicken yard area. Well, anyhow, let's go ahead and get this trench dug up and get this line put in. go, got it all dug out. Right here I'll be able to put a concrete pad, and this is where my propane tanks will sit. So finish clearing this up, and I'm gonna put some little bit of quarter minus gravel on the bottom, a little bedding for the pipe to rest on. Keep the bottom smooth, no sharp edges. There it is, nice smooth bottom for the pipe to rest on. And once that's in there, I'll cover the pipe with the rest of that same material. This is the gas line that I'm using. Poly pipe from HomeFlex. You get this at Home Depot. And in order to convert this into black iron pipe, you have to put this little adapter. Pipe will go in here, and then the black iron will connect to this end. Okay. Go ahead and show you how that goes on. First off, you need to get a nice clean cut. For the instructions, you're supposed to back this off till you see 3 threads, which unfortunately by the time you do, it comes off. So go ahead and back it in just a little bit so it'll grab onto. And you're supposed to stick this here to this mark. And then you guys can see. Yeah, put it back to there. Let's put a little mark on here. If my marker would mark. There we go. And that tells you how far in you push this pipe inside. Alright. Okay, it's already in. Screw this down. Alright, you just keep on tightening this down until that nut touches the flange. There we go. Until it touches that flange right there. Alright, I got one end in. I'll go ahead and lay this in the ground and lay it down the length, cut the other end, and get the other end put on. Okay, I'm back inside the house. The hole's drilled through. I'm gonna go ahead and put this flange. I call it a floor flange, but seeing how there's not a whole lot of cross space in there, anywhere from 1 foot to 6 inches. So I'm going to have to mount it on the wall. I got a 2.5 inch by 24 inch black iron I'll go through the wall to the outside where my gas line is. Well, that was a little bit of a pain in the ass to put together. This screwing this flange in the pipe and putting this on there keeps wanting to cross thread. Well, anyhow, I'm going to go outside and get it all hooked up outside. Alright, getting this tape on. Okay, before I get it all nice and secured in the house, I'm going to go ahead and test the line by putting some air in the line, pressurize it. I'm going to put this air pressure gauge on. That'll check for leaks in the line. I'll fire up the compressor and bring it over here and pump air in it. Alright, let's get some air in the line. Up to about at least 10 pounds. Okay, we'll let that sit there for a while. I'm planning, see how much lunchtime I'm going to go in and have some lunch, and then come back out and see if it's still sitting at 13, a little over 13.5 pounds. Well, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. If I could drop down just a little over 12 pounds PSI. Okay, it's been a couple hours and it's dropped from 13.5 pounds to 11. So I do have a leak somewhere. One of the things you can do to find it is get a little bit of water and some dish soap. I've already checked the connections in the house and the connection going through the wall of the house, and there's nothing there, so the leak has to be over here somewhere. Just put a little bit of that soapy water on there. I don't know if you, let me get the camera down closer. As you can see, that's where it's leaking at. Look at all those bubbles forming. So I'll just take this pressure gauge off and retape it and put it back on there and repressurize the system again. Repressurized. And let's back this off to 10. Okay, it's on 10, and we'll come back out here in an hour, see where it sits. Let's put this cap back on. Let's get the old soap test around here, see if it's sealed. So far so good. I don't see any bubbles this time. Let's see. Okay, it looks like I got a good seal. So we'll come back about an hour or so and see if it's still at 10 pounds. Now it's been about an hour and a half. It's dropped about a half a pound. Well, I fixed the leakage at the gauge and retested the lines, and here's where another leak is at. I use the soapy water method to find my leaks, and you can just see all those bubbles coming up. So I'm going to release the pressure of the lines and get this one taken off and resealed, and repressurize the lines again and give it another test. Okay, I got the leak resealed, and I got it pressurized at 12 psi, and we'll come back in an hour and see where it's at. Well, it's been an hour, so let's check our pressure gauge. Still at 12. Well, it looks like I might have solved all my leaks. I'll come back later in another hour and see if it's still at 12. Well, it's been another hour, total of 2 hours. Still holding at 12. I think everything's okay. I guess we'll go ahead and get that stove hooked up in our next video.